Hi, everyone. It's Thursday. So let's practice some gratitude. Um, okay, so here's the inspirational quote for the day. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, and to love. And this comes from none other than Marcus Aurelius, who um, arguably at the time of his existence was the most single most powerful human being on the planet, right? So emperor of the Roman Empire at its peak, and he's an interesting cat because he wrote this, or there's a book that you can buy called Meditations, and these are it's his musings or his personal. It's like his personal diary, and was never meant for public consumption. This is literally just his personal personal musings on the meaning of life and what it means to be a good human being, and so on and so forth. And fascinating to see this human that, I mean, I think we're getting a little bit of this these days, where absolute power corrupts absolutely, and yet here's this guy who really continued to make a real effort towards staying humble and staying connected to uh, what ultimately is important. So really interesting to read several thousand years later. As far as I can tell, it's all the same stuff that we all want. So interesting to see someone in a position where maybe he didn't need to do that or didn't need to really grapple with these issues and yet still did. And of course, gratitude fits into this foundational skill set, I think, that we're trying to cultivate. And I've noticed oftentimes in gratitude, when I'm expressing gratitude, I'm a little bit lazy about it. What I mean with that is I keep it at a superficial level. Hey, you're awesome. Thank you for doing what you did. Something like that. And so I thought today we could do a short meditation on making that experience and that expression of gratitude a little tighter, a little more juicy. And so there are four steps that I want to walk us through. The first one is obviously identifying the person that has done something that you feel gratitude for, and then getting really clear and specific about what it is that they did or said. Maybe they were. We can again keep it at the level of, oh, they just said some kind words to me, but really get clear on what exactly is it that they said that felt so good, or what is it that they did specifically, and then becoming aware of the resonance or the experience of the body. So sensations and feelings. So when someone says something positive or does something positive, we feel it in our being. So getting clear on, where do I feel it? What exactly is it that I'm experiencing that is the result of them saying what they said or doing what they did? And then the last step is adding in some clarity around, this is why this is important to me. So this is where values or needs come up. And I think the more clear we can become if we slow things down and say, oh, when this person did this, this is what it felt like in my body. And the reason it felt good, or the reason it was positive, is because it met these needs, or was in alignment with these values that I hold really dear. And in my experience, if we can do that and slow things down, it just enriches this whole process of gratitude in a really significant manner. So let's spend a few minutes trying this out. And yeah, as always, it starts with us closing our eyes, dropping into right here, right now. The busy morning is done. The busy afternoon has yet to manifest. And what we're left with is just the simplicity of this moment right now, breathing, sitting, doing this together. my experience, again, makes a huge difference if we're doing this together and sharing the intention of practicing gratitude versus just doing it on our own. So noticing sounds and sensations, noticing breath coming and going. And then using the mind's capacity to remember and create stories. See if you can identify a person whom you feel grateful. Just see whoever pops up in your mind. And then dropping back into a memory of them having done something that felt good. Maybe it was just words. Maybe it was something that they did. And see if you can get really clear about this. In this memory, this person did or said something that felt really good. So what was that exactly? As you're dropping back into this memory, see if you can amplify the sensations in the body, feelings. Where did this goodness resonate? So imagine the body's like an instrument. It's resonating with these actions. So noticing the belly, the chest, head. Just take a moment to savor what it's like to be on the receiving end of this person doing or saying what they did. And then get curious about why. Why was this significant? Why does it feel good? Like, what is it about what they did or said that's important? Maybe it's kindness, appreciation, empathy. And hopefully connecting with a kind of insight or this aha moment of, oh, that's why this feels so significant or so positive. Because these things, these values, they really matter to me. So savoring or steeping in the entirety of the experience of seeing this person did something. My body's feeling the positivity, the gratitude, And I know why this matters or why it's significant for me. And then imagine standing in front of them and expressing this out loud to them and saying, I'm noticing or I'm remembering that when you did this the other day, it's what it felt like to be on the receiving end of that. This is where I felt it in my body. And I feel grateful because this is what it means to me when you did that or when you do or say these kinds of things. This is why I appreciate it so much. It meets my need for safety or acknowledgement or fill in the blank. Now I want you to imagine that what you just went through is a kind of dress rehearsal for actually doing it. Maybe later this afternoon, this evening, this next couple of days. What would it be like to actually make the effort to explicitly express gratitude to this person in the way that we just practiced? If there's any resistance or anything that's blocking you from doing that, just feel into that. Or if it feels really exciting, maybe make a plan for when you're going to pick up the phone or knock on their door or however you're imagining you might actually express gratitude in this way. Take a deep breath in through the nose, slow exhale through the mouth, just relaxing the body into this image of expressing gratitude and experiencing it. And then hold the exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Another deep inhale through the nose, slow exhale through the mouth, letting go of any preconceived notions of how this needs to land or whatever maybe feel like a wrinkle stopping you from doing it. And hold the exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, open your eyes, come on back. Boy, that feels like it went really quickly. Um, but hope, yeah, my goal was to make this as practical as possible. And I hope that you all actually take the opportunity to, whatever it is that came up for you just now, is go do it. See how it lands. So hope to see you tomorrow, everyone. Take care.